Right, so this is a recipe for rum raisin ice cream, homemade with real rum. And it's so easy to do that even a 9-year-old can do it. So what I'm going to do is let my daughter Samantha make some rum raisin ice cream. Okay, and get started.
Okay.
So put the cream in first.
Okay.
Just pour it in.
Like that?
Mm-hmm. Do you want a spoon to take it all out of the...
Yes, please.
Scrape it out of that.
Thank you.
It's probably going to be easier doing it the other way around. You can't see. Look.
Right.
Let me show you.
Yeah?
Put that in that hand.
You're right.
There we go. Okay, put that one side. You do the next one. So it's 2 pots of cream. 284 millilitres each. So on the whipping cream. Double cream also works in the blue container. I've not tried it with real cream, but I don't see any reason why it shouldn't work with real cream. I don't personally eat real cream. Okay. Once the cream's in there now, we turn on the mixer and whip it all up until it becomes a stiff mixture. Right, once the cream is nice and thick like that, we're ready for the next step. So leave the mixer running.
Yeah.
Bowl turning. Doesn't need to be on high speed anymore. Right, now you need to pour this in. Over there, out the way of all the thing is. You can hold it up fairly high. Pour in slowly like that. Okay? Just go back and forwards there. Mostly around the area there. Just pour the condensed milk in slowly. And that mixes in with the cream. Hold it tight, aren't you? Okay, just keep pouring slowly. Next step is the raisins. Get rid of the noise. You can leave the mixer running, but I'm just taking off the noise so you can hear. But the next step is the raisins, and what I like to do is pull all the raisins apart because they're all sort of stuck and clumped together. These are Californian raisins, which I prefer. So you pull all these apart, and then we're going to slowly put them into the mix. Okay. Just want to sprinkle those in, okay? Now you need to put them, drop them about there, okay? Then the mixer will do the rest, alright? Just slowly like that, okay? Just one at a time like that, and they don't get stuck together. So we're going one at a time so they don't get stuck together. The raisins in. Now the next step, get yourself a glass of any size and and pour in a little bit of the rum. Then you pour it down the hatch. Okay, the rum's been tested and it's fine. Oh yeah. Now take one of the cream pots, an empty one, and basically you're going to fill that with rum, virtually. Up to roughly about there should be enough. That's a good starting point. If you want it stronger, you can add more rum. Or if it's too strong, you can add less rum. All you need to pour the rum in slowly. All you need to bear in mind is the more rum you put in, the softer the ice cream will be. And if you don't use enough rum, the ice cream could turn out fairly hard, fairly stiff. But this amount I'm using here, it gives me just the perfect texture for what I'm looking for. And once it's all nicely mixed up, oh, that warms the mouth up nicely. Okay, now it's pretty much mixed up now. You should have a fairly stiff mixture. You can do a taste test if you want.
What is it? Is it wine?
You can't do a taste test because it's not for you.
No.
This is over 18s only.
Is it wine?
No, it's rum.
Oh, it's alcohol.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's got a little bit of alcohol in it.
It smells like it.
Yeah, well that's the rum and raisin ice cream finished. The next step is you'll pour it into a container and stick it in the freezer. Every hour, take it out of the freezer and give it a stir. That helps it to give it a soft texture when you're finished. Now this one here is an experiment. I've done rum and raisin before and it comes out really delicious. And I've thought of an idea of rum and raisin and coffee. So I've got some really nice coffee here. Where are we? This is not ordinary instant coffee. This is, as it says, a special blend of instant coffee and finely ground coffee beans. So it's kind of a mixture of instant coffee and coffee beans. And I've got about probably a tablespoon left in there. And I'm going to pour it all into here. So this is going to be rum, raisin and coffee ice cream. It's an experiment. See how it comes out. So if you don't want the coffee, just skip this step and move on to the next step, which will be coming up just as soon as I've added all the coffee. So let that mix in for a little bit. Oh, you can really smell that coffee and the rum. Ooh, that smells good. This is a little bit more liquid than the last one I made. It should be okay. So, now we're ready. Now we're ready to stick it in the container. What are you laughing at?
I'm just like, I giggle all the time. I don't know why.
Wow, that's your age, isn't it? Because you're 9 years old.
I was actually laughing because when you said pop it down the hatch with that alcohol stuff.
The alcohol stuff is called rum.
Yeah, rum. When you said pop it down the hatch.
Yeah, well you do, you pop it down the hatch. That's to keep the chef warm. Just to make sure the rum is just right. If it's just right, you can pour it in. Right, let's get the mixer out of the way.
I don't like rum or coffee, but I love raisins.
Oh, don't you worry, this is all mine.
Oh. I'll have the leftovers.
A few lucky friends who get a sample.
Now just get the nice cream leftovers.
Yeah, there'll be a few lucky friends who get a sample and then the rest is mine. Oopsie daisy, try and keep this in the camera, shall we? Right, now we just tip it in here. This is if I remember, this is a 2-litre tub. So it gives you an idea of how much ice cream this turns out to be. So you're looking at using a 2-litre tub. And it nearly fills it up.
It's like cream.
Well, it is cream. It's
Ice cream.
cream and condensed milk.
Yeah, but it just looks like cream, not ice cream. I'm used to ice cream hard, like my mint one. Remember? It's almost big for now. Oh, I forgot.
Well, that's basically it anyway. It's in there now. And what I usually do when I've got solid things in like raisins, I'll just give it a mix up because sometimes the raisins sink to the bottom or heavy stuff will sink to the bottom. So I'll give it a mix up now, just a little bit of a mix like this. Now every hour when you mix it in the freezer, make sure you dig deep and give it a good mix, and then that will also help if any of the solids have settled to the bottom. That mixing and bring them to the top again. Right, now this is ready for the freezer. You probably expect about 6 hours or more for it to be finished. Roughly 6 hours or more depending on your freezer, so you'll be stirring it roughly about 6 times. It's not critical if you're going out somewhere or going to bed, then just leave it, but it definitely comes out a bit better if you give it a stir. And that's about it. So if you want it for a dinner party, make sure you make it in the morning, and by dinner party time it will be ready. And it'll be nice and fresh, and it'll just be perfect.
Like my one.
Like your one. Oh yes, this is one I made earlier.
This is my yummy, yummy, yummy chocolate mint.
There we are. This is my first one. This is mint and chocolate chip ice cream.
And it was yummy.
I did a bit of food colouring into that one to give it a minty colour. This one came out a bit hard as anything. It's delicious and creamy and lovely, but it just came out a bit hard, so you can't scoop it.
Well, you could if you used like a bread.
Well, you have to leave it out of the freezer for a little bit, then you can scoop it. But yeah. As for expiry date on these, I've got no idea how long it lasts. I'll guarantee you it'll be eaten long before it expires.
Yeah, so yum.
But the one that Samantha's got there is probably about 2 months ago I made that.
Wow. I didn't count that.
That's still fine. That's the last piece of it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's the last piece. You should be able to dig a spoon into it fairly easy enough. Time for a taste test. Mm-hmm.